Okay, sorry for the interruption. A continuation one. Second type, covalent solids or network solids. In covalent solids, constituent particles in covalent solids, constituent particles are the atoms. Atoms act as constituent particles. Intermolecular force of attraction. Intermolecular force of attraction is covalent bonds. Covalent bonds. So between atoms, covalent bonds are present. So covalent bonds are the intermolecular force of attraction in covalent solids or network solids. Now physical state. They are very hard. With high melting point and boiling point. They show very high melting point and boiling point because they are very hard. Except one exception is given here, except graphite. Graphite also belongs to covalent solid, but graphite is very soft. Graphite is soft. Other covalent solids are hard. Other covalent solids have high melting point and boiling point. Graphite shows low melting point and low boiling point. That is exception condition. Now electrical properties. They are bad conductors, act as insulators. All are insulators except graphite, because graphite is a good conductor. Already we are studied in first year group 14. Graphite is a good conductor because of presence of one free electron that act as good conductor. So this is the electrical properties. Now examples: diamond, aluminium nitride, boron nitride, black phosphorus. So graphite. So these are the examples for covalent solids. Now third type, metallic solids. So all metals are solids except mercury. All solids are solids except mercury. So constituent particles in metallic solids. Constituent particles in mercury, metal atoms, that is kernel, positively charged kernel, I am writing here, positive kernel, and mobile electrons. So in metal atoms, positively charged kernel present and negatively charged electrons are present. So this is the kernel. Kernel is nothing but inertial electrons and nucleus is called kernel. And electron, outer electron, this is outer electron, kernel and electron. So these are mobile electrons. These electrons are mobile. They can move. So this is called constituent particles of metal atoms in metallic solids. Now electrostatic intermolecular force of attraction. Intermolecular force of attraction. Metallic bonds are the intermolecular force of attraction. Now physical state. metals are very hard. All metals are very hard with high melting point and boiling point. Very hard with high melting point and boiling point. Electrical properties. Good conductors. All are good conductors. They are good conductors. And examples: Cu, Fe, Ag, Au, etc. metals. So this is about metallic solids. Now next type, molecular solids. Molecular solids are classified into again three types: polar molecular solids, non-polar molecular solids, hydrogen bonded molecular solids. Three types. First type, polar molecular solids. So in polar molecular solids, constituent particles are the polar molecules which forms poles, charges, that is polar molecules. Intermolecular force of attraction is dipole attractions. These are the intermolecular force of attractions. Now physical state, they are soft with low melting point and boiling point. These are soft with low melting point and boiling point. Example: SO2, HCl, etc. These are the example polar molecular solids. Second type, non-polar molecular solids. In this non-polar molecular solids, constituent particles are the non-polar molecules. And intermolecular force of attraction. Here written in short form: intermolecular force of attraction. Weak van der Waals forces. Now physical state. These are also soft with low melting point and boiling point. These are also soft with low melting point and boiling point. Now examples. Now we will say examples. Now examples for non-polar molecular solids: BeCl2, beryllium chloride, phosphorus, sulfur, iodine, carbon dioxide, naphthalene. These are the examples for non-polar solids. Now third type. First type, polar molecular solids, non-polar molecular solids. Next, hydrogen bonded solids. Third type. In hydrogen bonded solids, constituent particles, molecules have capable to form hydrogen bonds. That molecules are the constituent particles. Molecules which have capacity to form hydrogen bonds are the constant particles in hydrogen bonded solids. Intermolecular force of attraction, hydrogen bonds. We know about hydrogen bond. What is hydrogen bond? Now physical state, soft with low melting point and boiling point, but high melting point and boiling point than 1 and 2. What is 1 and 2 here? 1 is polar molecular solids, 2 is the non-polar molecular solids. Compared to that 2, these solids show high melting point and high boiling point, but generally these show low melting point and boiling point. When we compare to that polar and non-polar molecular solids, these have high melting points and boiling points. Examples: glucose, ice, etc. These are the examples for hydrogen bonded solids.